Good morn. Good morn to you all. Good morning, everybody. There is a very large thunderstorm where I am right now. Terrifyingly large, even. So much so that it's probably the loudest thunder I've ever heard. The light is temporarily down, Chris. So because of I don't know who painted this place, but somebody who painted this decided to just layer on layer on layer paint, and because of that, the adhesive that we were using to keep it on the wall was just flat out not working. So I've got some interlocking brackets arriving tomorrow to put it back up. So rather than it being hooked onto the wall purely with adhesive, it's going on the wall with a cheeky Z clip where it just sort of slots into each other. Stick the mic out the window? Thunder ASMR? Honestly, dude, you probably wouldn't even need me to stick it out the window. It sounds like somebody is bowling above my house. Good to see you guys. Good morning. I wasn't invited to LA. I didn't get the old invite. Unfortunately, some of us didn't, but that's just the nature of working in streaming and YouTube and stuff. You're not always in with a shout. Right, I'm trying to think of what to use this morning. Nothing really has changed in terms of the meta, has it? So it's just kind of a case. Kind of a case of just choosing what you want. Yeah, so there isn't any wallpaper there on the wall, but it's just a shit ton of just like loads and loads of paint over and over again for just no reason. I just presume whoever painted this didn't really care. Either way, it's not my problem. Well, it is my problem because I'm going to have to put the sign back up, but it also isn't my problem. Anywho, right, let's get down to some video game business. So yeah, the sign is going up probably tomorrow, if not the day after. Just to get those brackets, it just depends on when those brackets get delivered. Mounting something to a wall without drilling straight through it is a lot of hard work. It's load bearing at this point. I honestly, it does my head in when people... It's not even cutting corners, it was just doing too much. So whoever painted that wall just went, yep, just gonna lap it up over and over and over again. So I've got these really cool interlocking Z brackets coming. You're meant to use them for mirrors, but they'll work perfectly for the sign. Good to see you guys. Right, we're gonna set up a little Gorenko loadout here. I probably will go with an armor guard. Jesus Christ. I wish you guys could see out my window right now, honestly. So we were told, like, there was some pretty heavy warnings on the news. Like, you know, be careful, very large storm is coming. This isn't a joke. And naturally, a lot of people went, oh, it's just a bit of rain, no problem. They were wrong. They were very, very wrong. It's not just a bit of rain, it's quite a lot of rain. I always have a fascination with people who literally think that they can outfight the weather. I think that's quite something. Like people who think that they, you know, the weather, no problem, mate. I could take that weather clean out. It blows my tiny little mind. So yeah, outside my window right now, pretty mental. We're gonna do a bit of Caldera Resurgence quads today, just because literally everybody. Well, I'm trying to think. Benny's going to COD next. Westy's at COD next. Broken's at COD next. Stod doesn't play Warzone at the moment. So it's literally just me. I think Geeky is still here. Jaff, and whoever else is still in their respective countries. Yeah, Warzone 2 has been confirmed as existing, Austin. They accidentally leaked the release date on Battle.net. It's November 16th. We got a very busy week, honestly. So today, we're going to do a short to medium stream till about midday, 1 o'clock. I've then got to go pick up my dog, who decided that he was going to spend the weekend throwing up everywhere. So, big shout out to him. And then we have, what is it, Wednesday? It's 3 days till the beta. So we got COD Next on the 15th. I'm not going to bother streaming anything on the 15th or streaming COD Next just because there's already going to be so many content creators live that it's just not worth it. But on the 16th, the beta goes live at 6 p.m. in the UK. 6 p.m. in the UK. So we'll be live on the 16th, which I believe is the Thursday, or the Friday, one of the two. We'll be live on the 16th for... it is the Friday, isn't it? Yeah. Live on the 16th from 6 p.m. till, like, super late in the evening. Probably do, like, a 6-hour stream or something. So that's when the beta goes live. We'll probably be the only person live with the beta. I think the only other people who I can think might join me would be Jack and maybe Stod. Because I know, like I say, everybody who's at COD Next, the event's on the Friday, and they fly back when the beta starts. So unless they're getting home at like 4 p.m., which is unlikely, it'll probably end up just being me here. So we will be live with the beta on Friday the 16th. We'll be live with Warzone tomorrow as well. We'll just be doing general bits and pieces up until the Modern Warfare 2 beta. And then once the Modern Warfare 2 beta is live, we'll be going full ham with the live streams, so to speak. It just goes to tell me that, how I think when I saw, because I don't know if you guys have seen it, but they've released PS beta players can pre-download the game on Wednesday. Yeah, you can probably preload it for the day, which I'll probably do anyway, despite my internet connection. Do you know what my biggest pet peeve with PlayStation is how bad their download servers are? And this isn't even like a subjective thing. This is just an objective fact. So, for whatever reason, PlayStation's download servers are just capped to really low speeds. You know, if I download something on an Xbox, it takes a fraction of the time. If I download something on PC, it takes literally no time. On PlayStation, it takes twice the time. And everybody, whenever you tell this to people, they go, no, it's your internet. I literally have a 3 gigabit internet connection. There is nothing wrong with my internet, and there never would be. I might actually go with a 3-line for this, just because it might be the play. Or do I go aggressive Car 98? I mean, it is Resurgence. It's honestly, it's my biggest pet peeve with PlayStation devices. Like, I will literally give PlayStation probably the best internet it can possibly ask for, and they'll go, nah, pal, slow download. Whereas on Origin, I downloaded Apex Legends in 2.5 minutes. A 60 gigabyte game in 2.5 minutes or less. Well, we live in, eh? It's lovely to see you though, folks. We're gonna have a nice day of it. We're gonna hit some games. I'm gonna go pick up the dog because he's been staying at the vet for the past 2 days, getting fluids and food in him. My internet goes so quickly that when I download something on Steam or Origin, it uses my CPU, and my M.2 SSD, which is Gen 3, runs at max. Near max. Like, the download goes so quickly and uncompresses files so rapidly that my computer literally panics. Also, if we don't have anybody on today, I'll be happy to have some members in as Phillies for this. Might be a little bit rusty today, what with the lack of game time over the weekend. Did I just get sniped? And this is a cop. Fair enough. Yeah, Upper's alright. He's always had a sensitive stomach. So we've always avoided feeding him food with grain in it. So that's always just been a standard thing for us. But over the weekend, he was like being really sick of like pretty much out of every orifice, one might say, is what happened. So naturally we took him to the vet. And the problem when dogs have really bad stomach bugs is not necessarily that there's anything immediately wrong concern-wise, but dogs stop hydrating themselves as a result of it, which is obviously the bigger concern, because you tend to get situations where the owners don't notice. But we have this really high-tech animal hospital not too far from us. Like, really, really high-tech, like, you know, eight or nine vets with bunk beds on rotation, kind of thing. So it's a super advanced place, a really good place if your dog or your cat or whatever is sick. And they've just been taking care of him. He's been doing a short stay. It's basically a hotel for him, really.
You challenged me. I'll pay the price.
But now he's doing all right. I'm gonna go pick him up today. See how he is getting on. Of course there's a cluster strike, because why wouldn't it be? That cluster strike looks like it's going through the building.
또 물었네.
Oh my god, what? Are those two separate teams? That must be two separate teams, sure. Unless he managed to get some of them back up. Yeah, we'll get some people from the regiment, channel members and stuff filling in. If you guys are online, no problem.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
It's pretty cool, Floki. I could never be a vet, though. You know, I was always interested in it, but I could never do it because you have to deal with a lot. I feel like it's quite an emotionally taxing job. You know what I mean? So yeah, we get some mod and bab fills, member fills today. We'll probably end up doing this for the next couple of days, to be honest with you, whilst everybody's away. The only person I can think of is Jaff and Geeky. Oh, there goes my cat. I'm sitting on top of my PC and is immediately going to panic when a thunderstorm lightning strike hits. If my PC randomly turns off or you see a white furball pounce over my shoulder, do not panic. I'm buzzing for Modern Warfare 2. The beta's going to be really good, I reckon. Oh, they've got mid-air defense. The beta's going to be really good. We're going to be hitting that pretty much all day, every day, whilst it's live. We know one of... Well, we know that there is a... We know that there is the F1 map in the beta, and by the sounds of it, there's also going to be some kind of ground war map, because there is one of the rewards is a ground war vehicle, implying that there is a way to use it. Soon find out where these guys push. Thank you, Goose. Appreciate that.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
One of them's in the hallway next to me.
What the fuck is my team?
Nice.
Allied radar jammer online.
Ma com'è possibile?
I'll be honest with you, at this point, even I'm surprised I'm alive.
Enemy radar jammer in your area.
Quite the influx of bad guys.
UAV active.
Oh, come on. No way did he get that. No way did he get that shot. I would like to see this. Jammy sod. I tried to rinse as many of them as I could there. One ton soup, thank you for 5, much appreciated. We need this local bab to stay alive. Yeah, we'll be playing the beta on PS5, which sadly means no Thrustmaster controller, but oh well. Such is life. I'll have to get used to playing claw temporarily, because I won't be able to jump shot or anything like that.
Grab that armor. It's right on your tail.
I'm sorry, what? Did he just get... Oh, we might have a cheater here. Our teammate just got wallbanged.
Enemy UAV.
And he was definitely not marked in any way, shape, or form. That was very odd.
Loadout drop inbound.
Right, somebody res this guy before the gas comes? Jeez. Think about not playing for your team.
I'm okay. Resurgence has been turned on. We got gas in there. Safe zone relocated.
The only downside of the Car 98 is you do have to do that really slow round by round loading. Alright, we get it, we get it. You play COD, everything is tenable. Jesus Christ, dude.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the sky. We need you.
I need plates.
We've spotted an
I
enemy
need-
radar jammer in your area. Extra armor.
Literally any kind of plates would be good here. One of them's just deployed a plate box, hasn't he? But he's not going to mark it. I'm going to have to go find it myself.
Got gas moving in. Extra armor.
Guess I'm no plating the end zone here. Alright, they'll be focusing this window. It's a shame I can't get over the back here, really. We have a lot more bad guys on our rear than I think these guys realize. Still no plates.
Destination. Gas is moving in. New safe zone highlight.
I'm gonna have to try a body here. Oh wait, I got a buy station. Oh, teammate, please, come on. How hard is it, dude? You're literally looking at the location. Oh, we're so dead. Yeah, and that's all she wrote. Right, let's get some member fills in, because sweet Christ did those people suck. If you're in, just join. I won't have audio on, because that's long for me. But you can delightfully speak amongst yourself. Ah, Westy has joined us live from Heathrow Airport. Very good. I mean, I did enjoy the Blix in there. I think I was accidentally using the wrong mag though. I'm not entirely sure.
Chris. Right, guys, how you doing?
Right.
There you go.
This is the part where I mute everybody, unfortunately.
What? No TS? Poor guy. Oh, there he is.
I think too many of them have joined, which is quite impressive. We'll rotate people in and out. Do you know what, Westy? I'm kind of almost glad that I'm not going to COD next, and there's a small reason why. And that reason is that there's a tropical storm in Lisbon right now. And I just wouldn't want to be in a plane right now, if I'm being brutally honest. Well, oh, don't you worry, Westy. It's the full. I'm like bread in a vat of oil. It's soaking up all of the flavor. Every once in a while, I remember that War Daddy uses mouse and keyboard on Xbox, and that terrifies me. I know Jack is planning on using mouse and keyboard on the PlayStation 5 beta for Modern Warfare 2 this weekend. There's a dog somewhere vaguely outside who's obviously pissed off about the thunderstorm. That's because Westy isn't here, Kronk. He's in the chat. That might be your stumbling block, so to speak.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Good to see you all, guys. Drop a like on the stream, for Christ's sake. There's so many of you here. Come on. Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Enemy soldier nearby.
That's the Stimothy. Now, the problem with... Do you know what? I know this sounds really horrible, but there's two reasons why I don't use COD comms. One, the audio balancing for them is terrible. And two, whatever compression they have used on COD is utterly awful. Like, people will have some of the best microphones in the world. Wow, that was very lucky. People will have some of the best microphones in the world. Like, me and Westy, we both have Shure microphones. I have the MV7X. He has an SM7B, I believe. And you wouldn't know. If you listen to us through COD comms, you think we were playing with like a regular headset mic. It's easily some of the worst there is. when you hear us speak on Discord and then you hear us speak in game chat, it's honestly two separate worlds. So yeah, we'll get the sign set up tomorrow. Unfortunately, it was just, I don't know, whoever painted this room basically decided that if I ever wanted to use adhesive, I just can't. Because there's just layers of paint and it just falls off. So we're metallically fixing it to the wall tomorrow. So it'll either be back on, well, it will definitely be back online before the COD beta, which is the important thing. We'll make it a nice green color for Modern Warfare 2, I reckon. I don't use any keybinds for push to talk. That's the problem. It would be great if COD would allow you to bind push to talk to a controller button or a hotkey or something, but they just don't let you. Which is really frustrating because it would be nice to have it on like my foot pedal on the Elgato. Oh yeah, that's if you ever go to a gaming event, like a capture event, you always bring either your own controller or your own mouse and keyboard. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there'll be nice ones there. I'm sure they'll be sponsored by somebody. Like, I don't know, Roccat or Logitech or someone will sponsor the event and cover all the peripherals. But you always bring your own stuff. Stod used to bring his own mouse mat. Not only did Stod bring his mouse, he used to bring his mouse mat too. So that's the kind of level of commitment we're talking about here. Oh, there you go. Even Wesley's got his mouse mat with him.
Gas is inbound.
Oh, hello. And you've simply made a mistake.
Again, told you.
Again, told you.
Yeah.
Love that. They've probably been killed a lot by this sniper the past couple of weeks. Poor buggers. Yeah, I need cash, right? Yeah. Everybody's slowly fettling cash together. Oh god. Oh god. I'm definitely going down. Oh, okay. I vaguely survived. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, there is a portable redeploy balloon there. I could just go up the hill and ruin them. That is an option for me here. Are they in circle? Yeah, they are. They don't really need to move. I might actually go up on the roof there. Okay, yeah, go push them now. Go push them now. Go push them now. Whilst they've got their loadie.
Naman.
Gas is closing in. Relocating to hostile. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Yeah, you got to get these guys to focus each other here. It's a good thing War Daddy was paying attention there. Otherwise, he would have been dead. I should really just push them and murder them rather than trying to snipe at range, but I actually don't know how many of them are alive inside. It could be a good 3 of them at this point, realistically.
Take a shot. Contact.
This guy surely must recognize I'm just not going to lose. Alright, I'm going to push in now. I've had enough. impressively stunned myself.
Squad member is redeployed.
I'm refusing to allow this squad to live. Although I believe one of them just did. Goodbye.
Whoa.
Goodbye. Right, I want to go get my Kar 98 and my other build, so let's go do that. No, it's fine. You don't need resources from me, idiots.
Right on your tail.
It's good timing, to be honest with you, that Caldera Resurgence Squads is here, because otherwise, these next couple of days probably would have been a pain. Well, some might call it bullying. I call it, character development. Alright, I'll drop you heathens plates. Come on. Disgusting. The point of you, Babs, is that you're supposed to be cannon fodder. Jeez. Yeah, majority of lads are off to LA. It's just the nature of the business. Like, sometimes you do get invites, you don't get invites. Yeah, it's always good strategy to just never be, like, salty about it, because I think that represents a lot of your character, if you're salty about not getting an invite. It's not really a major deal. But, I mean, I've been happy with the way the channel's been growing. Last month, we finished with 160,000 watch hours off of live streams, which actually put us in the top 20 globally. So that puts us up there with, like, Mutex, FIFA Kill, Breadman, Joe, Jukies. I don't know why you're giving me the cash. I couldn't care less. Yeah, definitely considering doing member games and customs in the future, Lex. Unfortunately, Warzone 1 just hasn't had the best support for it. And, like, the support for it is really shoddy. I need to hit some quick scopes today, I reckon. Like that. Oh dear. I feel very sorry for one of my teammates there because he inadvertently... I was trying to bait them onto the door and he inadvertently became the bait. Hey, thank you, Curve, for coming to channel private. Love to see it. Stay alive. Stay alive, War Daddy. You know what to do. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Let's go, lad. Yeah, well, you know, I'm really hoping Warzone 2... Modern Warfare 2 will have good private lobby support, which is great. Most of the base games always do. I'm just hoping the Warzone 2 does.
Right there, enemy spotted.
Sorry, you guys are doing fine. You guys are doing fine. You're doing just fine. It's fine. Oh god, it's fine. Alex, thank you very much for the 1 gifted.
Enemy dropping into the air. No longer available. Make your actions count. Gas is closing in.
You love to see it. If you receive a gifted, guys, make sure you say thank you.
Contract time
There are people here. I would like to get them off the board. Holy hit reg. Let me see this. Can somebody explain to me why his health regen? Why did his health regen? But quick fix doesn't... Quick fix is supposed to cancel once he takes damage. It's not supposed to keep going. So they've broken quick fix. Okay, nice to know. Okay, so I guess it's quick fix on all classes. Yeah, quick fix is supposed to cancel once you've taken damage. I'm glad some of you guys are using Nikitas. It makes me happy. He's gonna jump off. Oh, it's a separate team, okay. Well, Daddy's just scrapping 2 teams. That's quite successful. Don't loot, don't loot. You're gonna get yourself killed.
10 remain. Victory is within reach.
It's not a bad little run of the go. Nice little push there. I'm not. Oh man, that's an unlucky third party. He played that really well there, War Daddy. It was a good little flank. No, but he was... I don't understand how I lost that gunfight. So half of my shots just must have not registered then. Like, looking at that kill cam, and looking at how many rounds I put into him, half of my shots just must have not registered at all. Like, completely at all. Yeah, I'm probably going to put quick fix on. It actually just makes sense, to be honest with you, when you're playing quads on Resurgence. I mean, it's a good opportunity, really, to stay alive. Is there much difference, really, between the 72 round? Recoil control and accuracy, increased torso damage. Bullet velocity down, penetration down, movement speed down. The fire rate is exactly the same. Interesting. Okay, Lex, if you want to rotate in, you're welcome to. We'll do lots of rotations. So if you're in our regiment, just hop in and out. I don't really know. That was just really horrible hit reg. Like on my screen, it looked like I pumped half my mag into the guy. Oh, it's good to know, General. And Lex, thank you for letting me know. Like, it literally, like, I mean, you guys could have seen it on the stream. Like, I put so much of my clip into that guy, and he just went, "No, I'm alright." I think I'll put quick fix on my tempered Lodi as well. Yeah, we're gonna keep Westy entertained at the airport. Do you know what? I've become a little bit risky ever since I've gotten this new phone, and it's because of the bloody charger. So the charger on the OnePlus 10 Pro is an 80 watt fast charger. So I plug my phone in, I have a shower, and usually it's like 100%. If it's dead, it will go to 100 by the time I'm done. So it's a very quick charger. But I get a little bit risky when I'm at airports and stuff now, because it's like, oh yeah, well I can just plug it in and it'll be done in like 10 seconds. Or at least that's how it feels anyway. I feel like the Kar 98's a good shout here. Well, it's just one of the reasons do you know what? There are certain features. Now, I don't really care about brands. I really couldn't give a shit. Like, in my opinion, I could be using Budget Barry's telco brand tomorrow if it has better feature sets. And that's the truth of it. I'm very much a spec-orientated person. I couldn't live without a 120 Hz display on my phone. That would do my head in. And I couldn't live without a fast charger. And I don't mean like a Samsung 20 watt fast charger. I mean like 60, 80 watts minimum. Now that I've got one, I couldn't go back 100%. Like it honestly is life changing. Like even if you're in like a pinch or like a really urgent situation, you plug your phone in, 5 minutes will give you about a couple hours worth of use. Noisy Cricket with a 10 gifted. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. Unfortunately, if the sign was up, which will be back up eventually, promise, a day or two, we just need to mount it to the wall with non-adhesive. You know, I mean, the sign would be flashing all sorts of colors. If you receive a gifted membership, folks, make sure you say thank you. And yeah, thank you very much, Noisy Cricket, for a naughty 10 gifted. It's not 120 watts. I think that's the OnePlus 10T. Mine's the 10 Pro, which is 80 watts. Ironically, if I was going to COD Next, I actually wouldn't be able to use it in the US. Because the US doesn't, you owe me a light flash. Oh dear. Of what kind? In the US, I think the wattage caps out at a certain point because of their grids and how it all works. There are a lot of guys that way.
For supplies, let's find some upgrades.
I'm just going to drill this guy when he inevitably repeats. There we go. His mate's going to push straight over. Once you get used to just certain features in the day-to-day, it's really hard to switch back.
Reinforcements are on the way.
I couldn't imagine waiting for my phone to charge and it being slow now. Because it's even just the simple stuff, like, you know, I'm about to watch the football. I normally text my mates a lot when I'm watching the football. You know, I go and make a sandwich, I plug my phone in for 5-10 minutes, that's it. Done. Like, it'll be up to like 60% or something crazy. This guy on the roof. I love bouncing off of windows. Did you guys enjoy watching that? I jump into the window and I don't go through it. Yep, literally bounced off of it. Yeah, I think my next phone would be Google Pixel, probably. Probably like the 8 or 9 around that point. But it has to have really fast charging, otherwise I just couldn't do it. No, I didn't want to go through that window, obviously. I just wanted to bounce off of it. Obviously, that's exactly what I was looking at. In terms of gameplay, that was exactly the scenario in my head that I thought would work best. Oh, shit on it. Literally right above us. You naughty. Oh, for fuck. You'll get there, Bobs. It's a bit of a learning curve, but you'll get there. Stay alive. 8 seconds. No need to do anything drastic. Right. This is going to have to be a very aggressive set of plays from me here. Yeah, the problem we got there is that there's just like 3 or 4 guys camping the shit out of the loadies. The car has never really left. It's always been... It's had a buff in terms of its overall damage range, though, which is what makes it a little bit more compelling. Hi, happy birthday, Viv. Have a good day, dude. We'll take a free highlight.
Enemy team is tracking your position. Got gas moving in.
Oh, I thought the roof was still occupied. Clearly I was wrong. Not bad. I'm more impressed by the fact that he thought that would work. I'm also completely, and I mean completely, out of ammo when it comes to SMG. Yeah, I had it on one of the controllers, Aethers. I know you mentioned there was a sort of fix for it. I passed it on to Thrustmaster. It sort of rests around 0 to 5 sometimes. Do you know what the weird part is I'm so used to playing this weird claw hybrid, even though I don't really need to. And I don't need to because I have a triangle back button. I could just switch weapon like this, or plate like this.
Resurgence is about to end. Keep your head on a swivel. Hostile dropping into the area. One of your allies.
Gosh, you guys love dying. Wait. Oh dear. I'm just weird, like I'm very weird with how I hold my controller, because do you know what the weird part is about? I just don't think about it. That's the truth of it. I honestly just don't think about it. I'm gonna buy these guys a loadie. I'm gonna toss it in zone. Right, that's lovely, that. Daddy could have been nice. Now this is Resurgence. Caldera Resurgence.
Drop headed your way. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Enemy advanced UAV overhead. Be mindful.
I've made a mistake here. I mean, I'm just gonna airstrike the building. It's one of those. Why is that damaging me? Oh, for fuck. Hold up. Wait for it, guys. He coughs, but the cluster strike's going off so I don't hear him. Cheers, Warzone. Thank you, Warzone, for another gracious day of you screwing me over. This is why honestly, there could be a nuclear bomb going off next to me. At no point should I not be able to hear that cough or footstep. We're about to get full sent, I'm afraid. The only play here is to... Yeah, well, do that. Unlucky. Do you know what? I've been playing a little bit of PUBG recently. Not by choice. Well, actually, by choice. Because they have that new modern skyscraper map, don't they? I've been playing a little bit of PUBG recently. And don't get me wrong, PUBG is mostly boring, alright? There is not a lot of mid-game. Your early games are really exciting. The mid-game kind of bores. And then, bloody hell, you guys need to... Which one of you is on a base PlayStation? Disgusting. It's a solid state drive city. So, yeah, I've been playing a lot of PUBG recently. Okay, Lex has rotated out. I don't know if he's bugged out, or if he's bugged in, or if we're just rotate in and out, guys. Do as you please. I will not matchmake until somebody else joins. I was playing a lot of PUBG recently. Allow me to continue. And everything in that game works perfectly. Other than the really annoying mid-game and the lack of revives, well, there is now kind of a revive system in some places. Other than that, okay, rest in pixels, you may arrive. There we go. Other than that, the game is perfect. The audio in that game is perfect. You know exactly where somebody is off of their positional audio. All the time. You always know where they are. And that's the truth of it. You always know where they are. I don't really care for super people. Somebody just drove down my road blasting ABBA. Yeah, I don't really care for super people. I don't care for super people the same way I currently... There's this new game that they've just released called Warlander. It's also an Asian studio that's made it. And the problem with Asian studios is that a lot of them don't care about UI. They just don't care. Like, how they handle UI is abysmal. And Super People is one of those games where the UI in that game makes me not want to play it. It's so cluttered and so clustered and so ugly that I just wouldn't want to play it. Like, there's this new really interesting game called Warlander, and it's releasing on PC. I was playing it yesterday with 2 Angry Gamers. And it's a really cool concept. Imagine a MOBA, like League of Legends, but you're playing in a third-person perspective, and you are a character on the ground. So it's somewhere between a MOBA and a sort of beat-em-up game. And it's really cool. Like, it honestly is a really fun game. Like, it's got a great gameplay loop. But because the studio is based out of Asia, they just don't care about the UI. And the UI is all over the place. I don't know whether it's just like a language barrier thing, or if because... My personal inkling is that because Asian studios are so used to playing RPGs, which are a very, very popular genre over there, those always have clustered UIs. So they just, I think maybe they just go, this is what everybody's used to. It doesn't matter, you know? It's a little bit like Smite, but I think it's executed a lot better, Alex. Yeah. It's honestly a very enjoyable game. It has a really exciting gameplay, and I genuinely think it could be a very popular game in time. But it's the UI is rough. That's not to say all studios do it. Like, there are a lot of studios that don't do that. It's something I notice a lot from Asian game studios. Which is a shame, because some of the artwork and stuff in some of those titles is fantastic. Like this new Warlander game, it isn't the prettiest game in the world, but it's got a nice art style to it. And you get these random elements of UI all over your screen, which kind of But no, it's an interesting game. Definitely something to keep an eye on if you're into that kind of thing. Like Smite League, if you're into MOBAs but want something that's a little bit different. I'm not really a MOBA man, but I found it quite enjoyable. So, I mean, I've literally never played a MOBA in my life.
All right, soldier. Mark a drop point for your team.
Here. Now I've got this wonderful thing. I think Modern Warfare 2 is going to be really good, and the reason why I think it's going to be really good is I looked at the rewards for the beta, and you just know that this game is like it's just ready, isn't it? It's just ready to go. Like having that many rewards for a beta screams to me that this game has been done for quite some time, and you've just been polishing ever since. No, I don't mean Chinese. I mean generally, just like across Asia as a whole. I find a lot of Asian game studios handle UI very similarly. I think it's just... I don't know whether it's because of the TV that they consume or the... Just... There's a lot of reasons why. I think a lot of it has to do with the games that they're used to, really. I'm not really sure, Curtis. I mean, I'll be... I don't even have a code at the moment. I need to email Activision today. But the games themselves are fantastic, and I think one of the great things about that region, obviously I know, you know, using the term Asian game studios is a very broad brush for a very, very complex region. The incredible thing about it is that there just is so much creativity there. Like the game we were playing, Warlander, yeah, you know, is a little bit like Smite, but there was just there was a lot of fun elements in the game, and they know how to make. I find a lot of studios from there are willing to take risks to try and create a fun experience, and it's not something you see a lot of these days.
There's a mover here.
Is that a play box for up? No, it isn't. Guys, I told you to stop dying. Jeez.
Our radar jammer is online.
And that's aim assist rotation found. I was aiming above that guy and it was still trying to rotate me towards him. I don't ignore you. It's just a lot of people in chat. Sometimes you have to try and keep up with it. But what of me, the poor streamer who has to pay attention to you all? I'm just... Of course. Why would you be anywhere that makes sense? Where else but the edge of the map for no reason? Look at this guy. He's literally nowhere near his teammates. Because why would he be anywhere near his teammate? Why would he be anywhere that made any logical form of sense? Warlander's a really cool game. You can actually play it for free at the minute. It's a free game because it's in early access. You hit request access on Steam and you get pretty much instant access to it. And of course it's dropped my sniper because this game's UI is also horrible. Whilst DICE takes risks to remove fun experience. You're not wrong. I still think specialists are specialists I find really funny. And I find it really funny because they've made their own jobs harder. And they're only slowly seemingly just realizing. Like, I imagine somebody told them this at launch, like one of their own devs went, this is probably a bad idea. And they went, no, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And now their game just has zero balance at all. That's how I imagine that conversation went. Like, I feel sorry for some of the guys there who have to try and balance specialists because they are so inherently by design unbalanced. The problem you have with systems like that, and it's always been a problem for Rainbow Six Siege as well, is that they're either so good that everybody wants to use them and they end up being unbalanced, or they're so bad that nobody uses them because they suck. And there's literally no in between. I don't think they'll ever remaster Battlefield 3. The reality is, as much as people know how good those games are, and they are great games, the reality is that people would get tired of old content quickly because they've played it before. So, those guys down there are pretty good, so need to be somewhat weary of them, I would say.
ID on the bounty target.
Good, that's good. No recoil AR, that's good. Guy coming up the zippy, that's good. He's about to ruin me because of this guy who's making it impossible for me to move because he's using something that requires literally no thought process in any way, shape, or form. It's good. Love it. I love it. I really hope Modern Warfare 2 has, and I mean insane recoil. I mean utterly unbearable recoil. And I hope that anybody who's bad at the game suffers. Unfortunately, it's not that simple, Michael, because in order to release those maps, they actually fully remaster them. The code isn't interchangeable. I mean, Infinity Ward has always traditionally had more recoil than pretty much all the other studios, so... Off the top rope. Oh, why are there two of you? Come on, stop sucking each other's hands. Modern Warfare has always done balancing better. I mean, Modern Warfare 19 was a much better balanced game than anything from Vanguard or Black Ops Cold War. Modern Warfare 19 had 2 tiers of damage drop-off over range, which made ARs less powerful, and that was the whole point. Those people literally below him. And all around him. I think this is going to be pain. I don't think they'll ever make aim assist stronger in COD, I'll tell you that for free. Aim assist in COD is already insanely overpowered. Oh my god, leave me alone, man. Christ, can you hug each other somewhere else? Can you and your friends nosh each other off somewhere else, please? Honestly. Chicken burritos. That does sound naughty, Demon. Happy birthday to your son, by the way. Do you know what? My birthday dinners interchange a lot. In terms of, like... a Mexican is definitely one of them. I always like a good home-cooked comfort meal. Jump off the roof. Rechamber ruined me. Yep. Rechamber ruined me. I don't think so, Sam. I just think ARs are inherently unbalanced. The whole point, right? And this is the thing. When you look at balancing in terms of Call of Duty, the whole... Oh, we could always go with a roast dinner. I mean, you never... Oh, beautiful. Roast duck. Whoa. The whole point of balancing ARs in a fair manner is because ARs are inherently a universal weapon that can be used for too many things. They are SMGs, LMGs, and assault rifles at the same time. If I were COD, I would cap the maximum AR mag to 50 bullets in a mag. Or 60 if you have 2 tiers of damage drop-off. If you only have 1, 50. And if you do that, it makes all the other weapons much more viable. Light machine guns would be viable again if there was tiers of damage drop-off, because they would have the extra bullets to compensate. But naturally, it also means that you move slower. It honestly opens up the meta and the balancing system so much more. Succulent Chinese meal. I had a really good I went out for dinner last night because we went to go see the dog at the vet. So we went out for dinner and we went to a Brazilian place. It was really, really nice. Really, Brazilian food is really good. I had these. We had like a whole set of starters, but I had mustard and duck croquette and also cheese croquettes. They're so good, honestly. Brazilian food is very, very good. Roast duck is very hard to do. It's very hard to do because duck is it's a meat that's very easy to overcook and make it too tough. I'd never try and cook it myself, I'll tell you that much. They also had there's this stew called feijoada, and they also had croquette ball versions of that, and it was really good. Brazilian food is naughty. Oh yeah, George, 100%. 100%. The one downside of Lisbon is that there are very few places that serve good African food. Like, it's been so long since I've had curried goat or jerk chicken or jollof or anything of that demeanor. Which is a shame because it's all really good shit. So good. Nice one, HG. Good to see you. Yeah, Sven, you could join. I'll do one more round and then we'll rotate some of the guys out. We're just going to let it go random, really. It is traditional Portuguese, but naturally Brazil and Portugal have a lot of crossover. Hey, drop a like on the stream, guys. Come on. 600 of you here. We can easily break 300-400 likes. Easy peasy. Done a little bit of traveling, Kervin, but not a lot. I would like to go up to the north at some point, which is traditionally a bit more wine country. That'd be quite good. David, thank you for the $1. Much appreciated. I might actually go... You know, if I unlocked explosive bolts, I probably would go for it. If I had unlocked explosive bolts, I'd probably go for crossbow in this. Porto is quite nice, yeah. I've been meaning to go. There's a couple of places I've got on the list. I'm very open when it comes to food. I will try anything. I'll at least try it once. You know? A nice one, D-Man. We do get a lot of Australians. We do get a lot of Australians, which is nice. We're at a very convenient time for them, I think. Moroccan food is incredible. My personal favorite food, though, is Lebanese food. Like, if you asked me on any given day or for a special occasion what I could eat, it would 100% be Lebanese food. A good shawarma or a shish taouk or anything like that. Just a good spread of all of it. Hummus and bread. Lebanese bread is so good. Oh. Alright, let's get a cheeky little win.
Kill all targets. Go. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Almost 8 p.m. It's good timing, isn't it? Funny how time zones work, really. Every time I stream at a different hour, my actual audience, in terms of where they're from, just completely shifts every time. If you've never had a good Lebanese, look for a Lebanese restaurant in your area. One that's got good ratings. And go to it. And I don't mean like a kebab place, and I don't mean like a weird hybrid that does some of it and none of it. I mean a good Lebanese place. Go to one of those bad boys, and your tiny mind will be ready to be blown. That was a headshot. Thank you. Warzone. Copious amounts of halloumi. That's a good idea. Hey, catch it a bit, boss. Good to see you. Should I nail this guy? Oh, he's got the protection. Jammy sods. That man trying to have fun in Warzone. Idiot. Yeah, I missed the free line. Me and the free line are just... Yeah, there's a lot of crossover in that region. Israeli food is also of a similar vein. Palestinian food as well. Moroccan food has a bit of crossover. Can't believe I hit that guy, to be honest with you. Probably shouldn't. Ah. Probably shouldn't have hit that guy. I've grown really fond of Portuguese food here, though. It's just good stuff.
Confirming location. They appear.
Yeah, Mediterranean is a very wide term, isn't it? I did enjoy the first round of the NFL. It was good. It was nice to see, although we lost, it was nice to see my team actually compete as opposed to just roll over and hold a beating, which is what normally happens. Some bizarre games, though. Okay. That just doesn't make sense in terms of physics. And that's pain. Yeah, I heard about the cyberpunk anime on Netflix. Do you know what? My general strategy is presume that any kind of TV crossover with any kind of... Presume it's going to suck. Because if you presume it could suck, you'll never be disappointed. feel like my teammates should probably stay alive here. I mean, it's probably a good idea, isn't it?
UAV getting flyover. UAV active. Taking fire.
Disgusting.
UAV is out of fuel. Ready for refuel.
If you presume that any kind of TV crossover with a video game will be bad, you'll always be pleasantly surprised when it isn't. Do you know what? I don't think the Armaguerra really hits anymore. Oh, this guy's definitely dead. Do I allow his teammate a minor opportunity to try and res him and then instantly airstrike him? I don't know. Seems like it might be a good option.
Reinforcements are on the way. Phoenix 3, strike inbound.
Good to see you all in chat, guys. Feel free to drop a like on the stream. Keeping it going today. We're gonna be live with some fills who are channel members and mods and all that kind of stuff over the next couple of days until the Modern Warfare 2 beta. And then we are going to go full ham on the Modern Warfare 2 beta for a couple of days until it's over. I will also be giving you guys the best audio settings, the best controller settings, all of that jazz, all of that good stuff. This guy's gonna go get his load-all. Blued him. I should have downed him. Scuff the follow-up shot because I'm good at the game. Oh, I mean, there's simply men in this building, and they've simply got to die. You there, sir. Cool. We have a minor problem in that there is... Oh, the car just saved that guy's life. Car saved his life again. Mate, that guy just got his life saved repeatedly. I should really take the balloon, actually. We've only got a minute to go. Would make more sense to get into a power position at this point. Which will probably be one of these rooftops. It's going to be one of these naughty rooftops over here, I gotta tell you. And that's fine, because I'll be doing some intermittent brain blowing. Make of that what you will. Good Australian accent, that. I've scared that guy off of even challenging for the roof. You made a mistake. If you would like to rectify this issue, don't ever do it again. You've made a lucky escape. I'm pretty sure I am the only one streaming today with everybody traveling. I think Geeky's streaming as well. He's also not a COD next. Somebody next to me was firing some snipes there. Oh, hello.
Reinforcements are on the way.
God.
Bring the boys back in.
Enemy soldiers in line. Squad member is redeployed. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Target cannot escape us. Taking in.
Jumping into the gas, probably not my grandest idea.
Make your actions count. Gas is inbound.
Got a nice couple of shots. Come on, guys, drop a like on the stream. We can easily cruise past 400 likes. Easy peasy. Should be like work for you lot. Now, a smarter man. Do you know what? I'm going to go for the gassy play here. Was going to go for the gassy play. Not going to have a chance. I was going to go up to the roof and then rotate across the bridge, but this guy has decided that I'm not allowed to do that. And for that reason, I'll be ruining him. Mate, I will tell you for free that if you carry on peeking, you are going to die. And that is a promise.
Nick.
I don't think I'd be happy if I was him. He missed a lot of shots on the railing, though.
Confirming location.
I will just drill these guys. Is there a way up to the roof? It's gotta be, right? The flinch. The flinch. Why would you flinch? Why does that cause weapon flinch? This game is cheeks. I could have had all three of those guys so easily, dude. This game sucks so bad. Why would that cause weapon flinch? Why would that cause... And it doesn't cause flinch on ARs. And if it does, it's very minor. But no, you're using a sniper, so you're gonna die. God, this game has such a bias on its weapons. It hurts so much. He's just about made it alive there. If he goes across... if he had another stim, this would have been a lot easier, but he's not doing too badly, all things considered. Ah, dear. You just hate to see it. You just hate to see it. Oh, he might have ruined himself. Okay. Oh, he... Wait, let's see where the circle's going here. If he hits one stim now... that might get him killed. Yeah. I just don't understand why you'd flinch. It's just so silly. There's no need to flinch. Right, if you're in the group, rotate in. I should be joinable, in which case rotate in. Rotate in and around. I can't believe I got ruined by the flinch there, man. That really pissed me off. I don't think we've had Crumble play, so if Crumble wants to join, he can. Or they can. That was heartbreaking, because that was such an easy... That would have been an easy three-piece for me. A very easy three-piece. Let's copy pasta this up here. And then we'll run quick fix. Is Combat Scout even really that important on this mode? I don't really think it is, so I'd probably go Tracker. Quick fix, Overkill, Tracker. And then I'd swap this out for... a Blixen. We'll get the compact grip, the 54 rounds, lengthened. I wasn't invited, Ravillo, so I'm not in COD Next. Sad. But there are lots of good guides there, so you guys will get some pretty good content. We won't be live tomorrow evening when COD Next happens, because there's just no point. You'll just get crushed. But we will be live with the beta when it goes live, and we probably will be the only people live, because everybody else will be at COD Next or coming home from COD Next, so... Well, unless they're in the States, in which case they've had a much easier go of it. Yeah, next year. I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest with you. Like, in terms of how the streams have been going and how the channel's been doing, it really... Like, the situation with some of these events is that there are very limited slots. And you get these very limited slots for English-speaking channels, and then you get very limited slots for, you know, I don't know, German-speaking channels, Japanese-speaking channels, so on and so forth. And ultimately, English-speaking slots are split between Europe and North America. So it is a bit of a cluster in some cases. And obviously, if you're in North America and you play COD, like, it's just so much easier to get an invite to anything. COD is inherently North American by design. Like, Europe and the UK almost feels like a secondary thought comparatively. Well, the weird thing for me is, and one of the things that I've seen them do, and I don't really know why they do it, when they do these events, they invite competitive streamers. That's not to say they shouldn't be there, but I just don't see the point of it, if that makes sense. Because, like, obviously it's a content creation event. So sometimes you get these, like, comp guys who aren't going to make any videos, maybe might live stream some of it, and they go. It's a very weird thing. But that's just the nature of events. It's random. It's RNG sometimes, really. I mean, some of them just won't go anyway. Like, I know Jack. I don't think Jack went to COD Next. Which, to be honest with you, I can see why he wouldn't, to be honest with you. It's a little bit awkward if you're a European channel, because you fly there today, you get set up tomorrow, and, you know, get like a day to avoid the jet lag. And then you do the event on the 15th, and then if you're not flying home on the 15th and you're flying home on the 16th, counteracting jet lag, it's going to be really hard to, like, stream the beta. So in a way, like, whilst it is definitely worth it for the exclusive content, it is a really tight turnaround. And that's the difficulty with some of these some of the events generally with a lot of companies, is they will just fly you there for the thing and you'll be in and out. You know what I mean? You will just be, like, full on in and out, like, there one day, gone the next day, and then your body is quite taxing, especially all the traveling and stuff. Like, I'm sure, obviously, yes, all the travel is paid for, and, like, they'll probably get you a private car to take you to the hotel and stuff, but generally speaking, like, it is generally quite taxing, just in terms of the amount of rest you don't get is quite hard. I remember we had, I mean, EA Play wasn't a good example, because we were only there for one thing, really, and the next couple of days we were just sort of chilling. But I've had some events, some Gamescoms and a couple of other things where it's just like, you're there, and yeah, sure, you know, you're having a good time, but you're so busy.
Good, yeah.
Like, you're so busy. We'll go here. I don't think we're going to get that. We'll give it a go. No guns were found this day? Literally a single... Any gun would do. Any gun would have done there, and there was none. And I mean literally none. Any weapons, please? Jack's playing the beta on keyboard and mouse.
Enemy movement.
The beta is open for Xbox next weekend. This weekend is exclusively PlayStation. If I recall correctly, at least this PlayStation is exclusively PlayStation. This weekend is exclusively PlayStation. Which is good for me because I've needed a reason to use my PlayStation.
Moving up. Gas is inbound. Enemy UAV active. Armor here. There are 24 enemies active.
This is a closed beta on PlayStation, I believe. You have to have pre-ordered the game. I don't really know the ins and outs of it, to be honest with you, because I'm just going to get the code off of the guys at COD. Should really email them about that today, actually. Otherwise, I'm going to have to end up pre-ordering it, which I don't really want to do. Or at least I don't really want to pre-order it on PlayStation anyway.
Going in.
I mean, if these guys gave me their cash, we could probably go get...
Taking shots over here.
Headed this way. Hostile. Enemy movement. Safe zone relocated. Got a loadout drop inbound.
I need cash from these men.
Buy station adjusted. Enemy UAV active. UAV dropping into the AO. Loadout drop inbound. Coming in. UAV getting a mile. Enemy movement. Enemy cluster strike.
Yeah, we need to get across to the next building and avoid the carnage. Probably won't test stream it now. As long as the inputs and outputs are working, which they should. I'll be testing it like without having to go live, basically. I just need the sources to appear on OBS. I need to run a I need to look around because I need to double check that I have the correct cable. Essentially, I need to run a 3.5mm aux cable from my monitor to the PC, which will then be the line in for the console. Yep, UGM? Probably a UGM. If it sounds like a UGM, and it feels... Oh no, it's an auto, even worse. So yeah, it should be fairly straightforward. It'll probably only take me, like, realistically 10 minutes to set up the PlayStation stream. I'll run a couple of tests the day before just to make sure it's all in place properly, but I don't really foresee any issues.
You got a second chance. Make it count.
Look at these campers. They must love getting that 1 kill per game every time. It's the same guy, look. This guy's never ever... Honestly, I hope he suffers in Warzone 2. I hope all of his no recoil weapons are dog shit, and I hope he cries every day. People who use low recoil ARs, they sicken me. Disgust me, even. If I wanted to play Warzone on easy mode, I would.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Oh, did the riot shield not work? Oh, pathetic. Oh look, stun grenade abuse. What a shock. Oh man, I'm so ready for this game to be gone. I'm so ready for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, man. It's always the same old stuff, like 0 recoil ARs, 0 recoil weapons, stun grenades being abused again. It's always the same stuff over and over again that ruins this game. And it's why people have stopped playing, to be honest with you. Like, the truth of the fact of the matter is that people have stopped playing Warzone because it is literally impossible to understand the game, enjoy the game, or play the game without gobbling Vanguard weapons, which nobody wants to use because they suck. Yeah, I think that's the good point, Jake. I think it's reached saturation at this point. It's almost impossible for them to balance now because there's just so much stuff. Like, you know, they try to balance the STG, the UGM exists. They try to balance the UGM, the Cooper Carbine will exist. You know, there's just they've managed to reach a saturation point whereby the game is filled with so much crap that all of it at some point or another will be exploitable. And none of it really takes skill anymore as well, which I think is the sad part. Like, all of it is just long-range, spammable ARs, 100-round mags, 200-round mags. I'm surprised I won that. It needs that Modern Warfare 2 Warzone 2 reset. You know what I mean? Where there's a handful of ARs and there's a handful of snipers and a handful of LMGs, because everything at that point will get a lot simpler and it will also be substantially easier for them to balance. As if he's just robbed my dead silence. I really hope they bring back the two-tier damage drop-off range as well. I think that'll massively improve the overall setup of the game initially. What a shot. Just simple stuff, you know, going back to basics is not a bad thing. Max 65 months, dude. They'll get there though. And hopefully it'll be a lot easier for them to balance a simpler tool set, so to speak. Not a good push. I was about to push in and I realized it's probably not a good push. It's just the hard reset, you know. It's good for the devs, it's good for the health of the game. It's good for everything, really. It's just a nice restart for Warzone to start anew. The principles will remain the same.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
That guy's on the back side of that fence there.
Tracking the enemy.
Rally there. Resend that.
I mean, we're still basically in here, so I have no intention of leaving.
Over there.
Let's see if we can get some sniper ammo.
Gas moving in.
Everyone into the safe zone. I need high caliber rounds. I need high caliber rounds.
I don't think he realizes I mean sniper. Okay, doesn't have any. It's fine. We got this guy creeping around somewhere off the edge. And then there's another team in this building. One of them is Cali sticks, so he's just going to cam the shit out of it. He'll have no intention of moving. And it's pulling to us, so that's good news. I'm expecting some very swift panicking to occur in the next building over.
We must get to the safe.
That was very big brain there. I was going to do the exact same thing. Probably go out the window or the door. Or they'll go out the right-hand side because they don't want to run. Okay, we'll just go straight out the door. Loot. Easy kill. Job done.
Bounty target is down.
Nice little win. Not bad. I don't think so, David. I think at the end of the day, whether it's a content creator or a Reddit post, there will always be people posting the best loadouts. The simple fact of the matter is that they need to have a formula that they stick to for balancing. Ravillo, thank you very much for coming to Channel Private. Much appreciated, dude. Hey, drop a like on the stream, guys, for the cheeky win. It's alright, Chris, no problem. It's a 7, a 6, a 4, and a 1 there. Not bad. Not bad at all. We'll run it again. Alright, yeah. I forget some of you guys have the consoles. Rotate one in. Anybody wants to come in. Thank you for the 6 months. Got tickets to Salzburg and Milan. Nice. Those will be some good games, dude. The sign will be back shortly. It needed to be... Whoever's done the paint on the wall means that adhesive is just not an option. So I'm going to have to get full on drill into the wall, which I didn't really want to do, but... Oh well. Thank you very much for the £2, Chris. Much appreciated. Alright, we've got 4 in. We'll roll again. Oof. Feel free to join us, Steph, at some point, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I do hope is that next-gen consoles... I say next-gen, it is really current-gen at this point. I hope they get the treatment they deserve. You know, FOV sliders, better graphics, stronger refresh rates. Yeah, there's no reason why the Series X and PS5 can't be doing, you know, 120 Hz, high FOV. Of course, Benny posted him drinking pre-flight champagne and not a pint of Foster's. Go on, I gotta see this. Such a bellend. Nah, to be fair, I know what Benny... I know me and Benny are of this... We're cut from the same cloth in some respects. Because if I was him, I'd also be flying in style as much as I could. Especially on a 12-hour flight.
Use this time to train a bit. We'll be deploying soon.
It shouldn't be a pint though. Not well, it should be a pint, but it shouldn't be Foster's. Disgusting. I think I'd rather drink piss water than Foster's. Travel drinks an honourable, of course, an honourable British tradition. I mean, they're probably all flying business, so they'll probably all get those for free as well. So you know, when I went to EA Play, I must have gone through about 5 glasses of wine before I went to bed on the plane. Oh, Foster's tastes like shit, mate. Honestly, there are just certain beers I wouldn't drink. I wouldn't drink a Carlsberg. I wouldn't drink a Carling. I wouldn't drink a Foster's. I wouldn't drink a Stella. Maybe an ice cold Stella I could get away with, but otherwise I think it tastes like shit. I don't mind a Heineken. I don't mind a Heineken. Do you know what? A Heineken, when it's properly cold, isn't too bad. At all. I do like a Peroni. Yeah, Peroni's good beer. I like a San Miguel. I like a Moretti. I think those are good. I'll probably just go straight down here. I don't mind a Super Bock. The thing about Portuguese beers are very refreshing, but they're almost too refreshing in some ways. Like they almost have a sort of, I mean, if you like heartburn or a very acidic cut to your beer, then you know that is the nature of some Portuguese beer over time.
Enemy team is tracking your location.
They have a Sai at the football. Very good. Yeah, to be fair, I do like some of the beers from Asia. And a Sai. I do like a Cobra. I do like a Singer. I'm not a big fan of Grolsch, no. The Germans tried to force that on me when I was at Gamescom. Not for me. Tastes a bit shit, I think. Going to the US soon, dreading the beer selection. Do you know what the thing is, right? I mean, the US is so vast that if you look long enough, you will find the good stuff. But no, commercial US beer is utterly horrible. It's easily the lowest tier of beer. Like, oh, it's vile. It tastes like water. I was gonna get. It is prison beer on the outside, yeah, that's a good explanation of it, really. Tiger isn't bad, yeah, Tiger isn't too bad. To be fair, I remember... I don't think the Americans are used to how much we drink in Europe. Because I remember when some American students came to my university for the first time. And obviously, you know, if you go to pre-drinks in the UK for a night out at university, at the minimum you're bringing a 70 milliliter bottle, right? Like most, unless, you know, some of the girls and some of the you know, folks who are a little more lightweight will probably go for something a little bit smaller. But most of us who would go to pre-drinks, we would bring, you know, a whole bottle of vodka, or a whole bottle of whiskey, or a whole bottle of rum, or whatever. And we would drink on that until we were ready to go out. Those guys would show up with like a 6-pack, and that would be enough for them. And I found that mesmerizing, because I wish it was that cheap for us. It was a very big culture shock for them, I think. Because, you know, if you're going for pre-drinks in the UK with your mates, it's fairly standard to show up with a substantial amount of alcohol. Like, you know, you will be having doubles, at least 5, 6, 7, 8 doubles until you're ready to go out.
I found this if you need
Or at least at my university at UEA, that was a standard. Like, everybody would show up with a bottle. We used to do this really horrible thing called Jungle Juice, where everybody would have to bring in one 70 still bottle and then a 500 ml of mixer. Easily the worst thing in the world. Pour it all into some generic kind of pot. This was pre-COVID, of course. And it weirdly tasted okay, despite definitely probably poisoning you. And that's just the pre-drinks. Like, people in the UK will drink a whole bottle and then go out and drink more. That is... I think that's a very European thing. Like, I've seen Europeans just... I remember I was chilling with some exchange students once, and I remember just watching one of them literally, like, they were late for the night out because they'd gotten home late or whatever. I literally watched him open a bottle of wine, neck the whole thing, and then go out. I literally watched him pour the whole thing down his throat and then just go. It was a big culture shock for them, I think. A lot of them got used to it, though. If anything, some of them found it fantastic. I did a very similar thing once. I'd just gotten home from American football training. Our training was late in the evening. It started at 7 o'clock. Sometimes, it depended on the day, but I got home at like 9:30. So obviously, you know, people started getting ready and stuff. People were showering. I got home like 10, really. I was all sorts of aches and bruises, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to go out or not. And I ended up deciding, yeah, screw it, I'll go out. So I just absolutely caned a bottle of rosé and then just ran out the door. It's the indecisive evenings that tend to be the most damaging. Brit's going to the bar at 10 a.m. Yeah, 100%. It's not even a British thing, to be honest with you. It's just a Europe thing. Like, it is generally a Europe thing. Like, pre-flight pint is standard. You have to have a pint before you get on a plane. It's just a standard thing. I enjoyed watching the NFL on the weekend. They cancelled all of our football matches because apparently we all have to stop because of the Queen. We must all cry in tandem and be upset about it. So the only sport on the weekend was the NFL for me. I deeply enjoyed it. Lots of really good games. I was surprised that the Broncos lost last night, though. I was expecting them to beat the Seahawks. I don't think the Seahawks are a very good team. They've always been consistently all right. Hello, man. That's unfortunate. Put a shot in the meats just so they die faster.
You?
He's gonna go up the hill and try and res. Or loot his friend's corpses. Whichever he prefers, really, I mean. Can't believe I missed all those shots. The Packers on Bengals game was a very fascinating game because both of them played. Both of them had so many opportunities to do well, and at every opportunity they were like, "No, we're just gonna fumble. we're just gonna miss a kick. We're just gonna get it wrong." I'll be honest with you, I agree with you, Brian. I think the Buffalo Bills, out of all the teams I've seen play this past week, I think they look the most terrifying. Their offense was already incredible, and now their defense also looks terrifying. I think the Bills could 100% do it this year. Although I will be honest with you, my dark horse for the season is the Chargers. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. The Chiefs will always be good. Like, I will expect them to do very well. I mean, Christ, didn't they have, like, something ridiculous? Like, I remember the statistics over the weekend in terms of how many passes they'd made was insane. I could see the Chiefs doing well. I think my top picks for the season would be Chiefs, the Bills. My dark horse for the year, though, is the Chargers. 100% the Chargers. I don't think the Chiefs would beat the Bills at the moment. I don't think they would. I think the Bills have a much better defense than the Chiefs do. And I think that defense would be a problem for the Chiefs. I mean, Christ, they've got Von Miller now. I mean, it's insane.
Enemy radar jammer detected.
My dark horse for the season is 100% the Chargers, though, because Justin Herbert is an utter freak of nature. I think Justin Herbert might be the best rookie. I think he might be the best rookie quarterback in the league. Well, I know he's not a rookie anymore, but I 100% think he is, without a shadow of a doubt, the most impressive quarterback, franchise quarterback out of all of them. Josh Allen's very good as well, but Justin Herbert, he throws passes that he shouldn't make. Like, he will throw a ball into double coverage that he shouldn't make, and it just gets there. This guy knows that that's all pennable, right? Does this geezer think I was born yesterday or something?
Enemy UAV active. Right on your tail.
Can you guys shoot each other, please? I know you're standing in separate windows, and I know it's a really hard ask. It'll be an interesting see. Do you know what? It's a really good year for sport. Whether you're in the Premier League, we have probably the most competitive start to the league in terms of teams just doing well and teams not doing well. Like, it's a real toss-up this year. And in the NFL, it looks like the door's wide open. You know what I mean? Every Sunday in my house, Red Zone is on from 6 onwards. 6 p.m. here in Lisbon. Well, yeah, but the World Cup's in winter, so nobody cares. I mean, we will care when it's on, but disgusting. They ruined it. They ruined the World Cup. It should always be in summer. It should never happen again. Well, he's made the mistake of rezzing me, and I think that is a mistake. Lovely to have so many of you here, folks. Feel free to drop a like on the stream. I'm going to go for a top platform play here, because I think it's the only way I can somewhat guarantee my own safety. Oh man, he was literally one shot. Ah, there was a stim right there. That was a fumble on my behalf. Good luck to him. Hopefully I might siphon some attention away.
Stay sharp.
I did not see that stim at all. Unlucky. I don't like mines. I hate mines. The one place on this map where I don't enjoy it. Right, we can rotate some more folks in. If you want to join, join. Ooh. It's the rain contest. The problem in Lisbon and the problem in Portugal is that it rains and people are so used to the summer and they're so used to the traction that they have in their car that the second it rains, there are loads of car crashes. We've got like 3 or 4 days of straight storms. Come on, one of you pile on in. Hey, no problem, Sven. Good games, dude. Lots of my mates are in Lisbon today for Spurs versus Sporting. Couldn't get a ticket. It's going to be a great atmosphere. The Sporting Stadium, the atmosphere they get there is really impressive. And they can enjoy cheap pints as well. It's like €2, I think. If anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome to, folks. I think my brother is on, yeah. I might invite him. Join him in Discord or something in a bit. My brother is indeed this questionable username. I think so, Henry. Yeah, I don't get into it much, but I despise monarchy. Such a stupid idea. I'm going to drop one out for this round. I think you've been in the longest, so I'm going to pick you briefly for one round. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Like, the worst part about all of it is, like, in the UK, they just sort of, if you look at the news in the UK right now, go on any UK news site. I get it's a very historical event, and I understand that it is a massive event. But the UK is doing this really toxic thing where they're forcing you to care. Like, sports are on, cancel them. There's events happening this weekend, cancel them. Oh, there must be posters everywhere, and you must be wearing a black tie on TV, and it's just like, it's so over the top. Like, people are more than entitled to not give a shit. I don't give a shit. I could not care less. So it's very frustrating that it's like they force you to care. And the worst part about it is that the media in the UK are using this as a blanket to just pretend nothing else is happening. Like there isn't an energy crisis or a fuel crisis or a homelessness crisis. Like they're just using this as a blanket to go, no, we don't need to talk about any of that now. You know? It's full-blown, like, bootlicking propaganda machine at its finest. And look, you know, I think, and then this is the thing, is that people treat these things as non-interchangeable or like they treat them as mutually exclusive. Like, you're allowed to respectfully say, hey, you know what? You know, 96 years, have a nice event of it, whatever, right? Like, and you're allowed to be respectful about the fact that somebody has passed. But you also don't have to care. That is the truth. You don't have to give a shit if you don't want to give a shit. You know, like to me, and this is just to me, the Queen is no different to a celebrity. So, you know, and I don't really care about celebrities either, so...
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I really despise this whole, like, forceful, you must care, you must give a shit. Like, it's... And you know, people are, like, actively being arrested for protesting against the monarchy, and it's like, you guys drifting into the zone of authoritarianism? It's just, it's ridiculous. Like, it's so over the top as well. And the worst part is they'll actually... People are sympathetic. I think everybody's naturally sympathetic, right? People are sympathetic when people pass. That's a normal thing. It's what we are. It's people. But I think by being so over the top and by being so in your face about it, by being so you must give a shit so we're going to cancel everything under the sun, they are actually making it worse for themselves. Like, they're fully making it worse for themselves. It's building more resentment as opposed to less. You know, and there's other stuff as well. Like, there's much more wider problems. Like, well, why aren't they paying inheritance tax? Right? Why aren't they paying inheritance tax? Everybody else has to pay inheritance tax. It's very peculiar. I deeply am I'm a very non... there's no... the idea of, like, being this weird sort of flag-shagging patriot is my version of disgust.
Cover your tracks. There's an enemy team hunting for you. Target sighted. Enemy radar jammer detected in your area. Enemy contact.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it. It's just, I just find it peculiar. Like, it's just so odd. Like, the monarchy had a place 500 years ago. It doesn't have a place today. Constitutional monarchy or not. And everybody always says, oh yeah, but that's how the system's set up. And it's like, but it doesn't have to be. Alright? And plenty of countries have gotten rid of monarchs. It doesn't have to work that way. Also, the UK literally doesn't really have any kind of constitution at all. Things are just made up on the fly. I mean, they've literally cancelled more football matches this weekend because they're allocating so many police to the event itself that there aren't going to be enough for actual recreational events.
You're losing ground. Move it. Enemy dropping into the AO.
It's very odd, isn't it? I'm not saying people should feel bad about supporting it or liking it either. Like, I don't think you should be, like, shaming people for it. I just think the way it's been handled is so over the top. And the hilarious part is that we're the same country who jokes about other countries being over the top. Like, honestly, there was like a whole Sky News segment. I remember this very vividly. There was a whole Sky News segment about how North Korea basically forces people to care about their leader passing or changing. And if you look at their news page right now, 90% of it is... Oh, dear. It's very, very odd.
Enemy hunters lost your trail.
The UK is just a strange island with very strange histories.
Watch your head.
The problem is, though, is, you know, one of the big difficulties is you're not allowed to express these views in moderation these days without people jumping down your throat. You know, the simple fact of the matter is that there are a large majority of people in the UK who, quite frankly, could not care less. But if you say that to somebody, you'd honestly think you'd spat on her grave or something.
Buy station adjusted. We've spotted an enemy radar jammer in the area. Squad member is reading.
I don't think, my basic view on it is this. I don't think that level of grandeur should exist in a country that has homelessness. And that's the simplicity of it. If everything else is falling to shit, you shouldn't be hosting multi-million-pound events for simple things like jubilees. Well, you know, you got to talk about these things sometimes. I know a lot of people abroad are interested in what people think. It's difficult to get a read on it. I think that's the nature of a lot of things these days, is you're not allowed a view in moderation. And I think it's very frustrating. You're not allowed views that are neither here nor there. You have to be one thing or the other. I think that's a good way of looking at it, Sock Puppet. You know, you can not care, but there's also a line with being disrespectful. I personally don't think that protest is disrespectful. Some people will.
Enemy UAV active. Out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
Yeah, you can have a bit of class about something whilst also disagreeing with it. But again, it's nuances like that that are just, you know, whether it's social media or the press or whatever, it's just thrown out the window these days. You know what I mean? You're not allowed these views anymore where things are moderate or things are... Everything has to be an extreme, otherwise it's not important, right? So it's so tiresome and so cumbersome. Yeah, the sign will be going up soon, Aethers. But I think it is the right time and place for it, really, Krusty, because you need to look at it as when will there ever be another significant... The thing about royalty is that there never is a significant event to protest it. Transitions and transition periods are the only significant event, and historically have always been when it's happened. Even in the 1500s, that's when it's happened. 1700s, that's when it's happened. But that's my view on it, and, you know, some people will disagree with me, and I'm more than welcome to. Some people will agree. I just think that the only thing I massively and majorly disagree with it at the minute is just that how heavily things are shoved down people's throats at the minute. It's excessive. I mean, Christ, Nintendo UK aren't doing Nintendo Direct in the UK because of it. And it's like, come on. Some dweeb on his Nintendo Switch is not going to give a shit. How? It's a valid point, Why Rooster, for sure. But no, you know, that's just my view on it. Oh god, is that guy using a shotty? Let's have a look at that. Oh, he's playing on 7,000 ping as well. Oh, hello. Wait, no, it's Damascus. For a second there, I thought he had Atomic. That would have been sussy. But that is fine. I don't think so, Krusty. I think it's, you know, people are allowed to have different opinions. I just don't think, I don't think you should be vilified for opinions. You know? Unless, obviously, you're advocating something that is deliberately, you know, deliberately going at people. But no, it's interesting, because I guess everybody who's outside the UK is asking the UK what they think. I know Australia is going to be getting rid of it as head of state kind of thing soon, if I recall correctly. I think a lot of countries should make. I mean, the Commonwealth to me is a lie. Really, the Commonwealth is dressing up a lot of historical antagonism as being a collaboration. I think a lot of countries will have some interesting choices to make over the coming months or so. A lot of the Caribbean islands will definitely do it. And rightfully so, really. They should.
New safe zone highlighted. One of your allies is back in the game.
I've done a lot. It's interesting for me as well because I've done a lot of stuff on our history. I've done pretty much everything from the 1400s up to the 1800s. In terms of both royalty and just the general functioning of the United Kingdom. Whether it was my politics degree or history or just generally, like it's an interesting period, though. But the most interesting period is the period that will be occurring soon. And that period that will be occurring soon is Modern Warfare 2. That's what we're all looking for. That's one thing we can all agree on. One thing we can all agree on is Modern Warfare 2. Thank goodness. It's honestly, it's so good to reach the end of the content drought. Like, I'm so tired of playing the same games over and over again. We're ready for war.
Hello, hello. Botty loadouts right now because I haven't got a clue when the Call of Duty is going on.
I can tell. I mean, it's Resurgence, so you could run something quick like a Car 98 or something like that.
And that would be nice. Which one? Vanguard, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, if it's because it's close range, the Modern Warfare one, it's a one-shot headshot to about 100 meters, so...
Okay, and it's good old-fashioned monolithic. 27.6 tac, sniper, and sleight of hand, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Or you could go sport comb if you want maximum ADS on the stock. Oh, I'm so glad Modern Warfare 2's beta starts this weekend.
That was painful.
It's been such a long period of just nothing to play. Been utterly shambolic.
Oh, believe me, I tried PUBG solos earlier. It was not the vibe.
PUBG's good at a lot of things. Solos isn't one of them.
Yeah, that's a fact. Okay. I have to admit, there was one part of that match, which unfortunately you were all alive, so you couldn't spectate it. But I double throwing knifed. The guy was camping in the window waiting for me to push his boy who was down, and I threw the knife and it bounced off the window for him and hit him. I clipped it though.
Okay, that solves that.
Nice.
Good to see you all in chat, guys. Hope you're doing well. Hello from Iran. Bloody hell, that's far. Very far. Uninstalled Vanguard yesterday. Do you know what? Modern Warfare is one of the few 6v6 and ground war COD games where I'm genuinely looking forward to unlocking the attachments and unlocking the camos. I'm genuinely looking forward to trying to get max camo. I know it's not going to be Damascus again, but whatever the equivalent is, that's what I'm looking forward to. Because obviously we've got COD releases late October, so we've about 2.5-3 weeks before Modern Warfare 2. 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks before Warzone 2 on November 16th.
Checking gear and weapons.
Like, it's going to be the first COD in a while that I will properly grind for a while. Yeah, we're going to be streaming Modern Warfare 2 pretty much every single day. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. We will be doing Search and Destroy, Ground War, we'll be doing all of it. Every single day. That guy's a fat head hitbox. Holy crap. I was almost concerned. So, to give you guys a rundown of how it's going, we're going to be streaming the Modern Warfare beta from start to finish. this weekend as it releases. We're then going to be streaming some Warzone again whilst we wait for the second setup. I won't be here for the second beta. You'll get lots of videos on the second beta, but I won't be here for the second beta. I will be in the UK very briefly. Bloody hell, that man just slid in front of me. I'll be in the UK briefly because it's basically my last chance to go and see people and relax and see folks before things kick off again and get super busy. So that's what I'll be doing. And then Modern Warfare 2 releases on October 20th, so we have about 2 to 3 weeks of Modern Warfare 2 videos and Warzone live streams, and then we'll be doing the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. But we will be streaming everything related to Modern Warfare 2, and I mean everything. Hey, much appreciated for the $5, Kronk. If you have time to rotate back in, you're more than welcome to, dude. But we're going to be... If it has Modern Warfare on it, whether it's campaign, non-campaign, whatever, we'll be doing it. Did you just activate Rage Serum by any chance?
Why?
Makes your footsteps painfully loud.
I just found out the hard way, unfortunately.
Yeah, they don't really tell you much about that with Rage Serum.
Oh
my god.
Played it at the wrong time when I had them both dead to rights, which is painful.
Is anybody else going to shoot these guys?
There's 3 on the roof, and they're literally just camping the one hole. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
we need to go somewhere else here.
Yeah.
Somebody's body there is just ricocheting off the floor. Maybe try...
I'm gonna go here. No?
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. I mean, there is a scav further down the hill there as well. Oh wait, no, that's in the tower. That's fine. I might try and land on the scav.
Good luck.
Oh, double crate.
Here you go.
That is very convenient for Lex. It's even more convenient for him.
They still camping there. My god.
Yeah, there's not much incentive for them to leave.
Downed one.
Leave it.
Cancel that request.
Perfect. We should be able to get Lodi.
Ah.
Primary objective accomplished. All supply boxes located.
Yeah, I just need my guns. These are literally like... I don't know if you've ever seen... There's a cartoon literally called, I don't know, Bears or something like that, and they literally walk on top of each other. That's literally what these guys are doing. They're just stacked on one another.
Oh yeah. The full double-sided tape.
Oh, leave me alone. I'm flying, please. Fight someone who challenges you.
There are no buy stations.
I threw a portable down.
Yeah,
it's the best I could do before I died. Yeah.
Position,
Oh,
but oh.
guy going downhill to your left. Oh. That is
That's
the
gonna suck.
recoil. And a cluster. And that cluster's about to smoke me.
And the portable's disappeared. Sick!
It's just disrespectful.
We're just gonna have to try and get a ball again out of this, or just fly to your... I mean, literally anything else. Oh, thank God.
Peeking me. Oh. There's guys in the building next to the deployable balloon.
Yeah. Oh, where are we shooting? Oh, for
No. 2 guys, 1 down, 1 loadout. He's rezzing.
Alright, we got Lodi now.
Okay.
Okay, that hurt.
Oh. He says, let us live.
Use the power.
I think we're all about to die. I mean, crumble with the clutch to keep us all in. Portable redeploy does sound like a very good idea right now.
Oi.
I've got a phone call.
Can you please stop trying to snipe me? I kindly ask. Oh, there's people in here. Let me live.
They're lighting me up.
Wait. I'm a bot.
It's all on you until squad mates redeploy. Squad member.
That was very unfortunate timing. Sorry about that, guys. I just got a phone call to go pick up the dog. Appa has been in the vet because of his he had a stomach bug over the weekend and he wasn't eating, so we needed to get him on an IV fluid just so he was hydrated and stuff, get his stomach cleared. But he is fine. He's fully recovered and he's coming home this evening.
Squad member is redeployed. Hostile dropping in.
Yeah, he's doing well. It's good news. Obviously, with an upset stomach, it could just be an upset stomach, or it could be like something worse. Thankfully, it was nothing worse. We got him ultrasound, and he had an ultrasound and an X-ray and stuff just to make sure that there was nothing there. So we're gonna go pick him up at 3 o'clock, which I'm sure he will be buzzing about. Come back. Have you been suffering? I'll take that as a yes.
I've been suffering hard. PDS down here. I accidentally saw yours.
Christ.
One above, one up. He's on me. What a sweat. Oh, kill him.
I just stuck him with the dirtiest thumb.
Thank you, good sir. That wasn't a roast skin. That was Tony Hawk.
Oh, sweet Christ. There is a full 3-man team in this building.
Gas is moving in. Use
I'm not much of a support role here, but let's go.
Some idiot from range is beaming us.
Yeah, I see him.
Last one. Bloody hell.
I'm a sacrificial lamb.
You are the sacrificial lamb.
I love how everyone's like, accidentally looting.
Accidentally.
Accidentally. I don't know what gun I have. This is going to be interesting.
This is right on your tail.
Please, good sir, give me gun. Finally, good sir.
We've got to go because of the zone. Up the hill. This is minor problem.
Blue played.
Yeah, this team up the hill are going to be a bit of an issue.
There's another team behind him. Single man. Oh.
Care package. Drop. Disregard that.
Got a guy in here.
Killed off one.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone highlighted.
I might go play those guys. Screw it.
10 are left. Keep the pressure on. Heading this way.
Il est là, action, réaction, attends mon pote.
Jammy. Very jammy. Oh my god, how did I lose to this potato? Frustrating. Not a bad idea, that. They'll be pushing up that hill. Pretty much right below you. One guy. You not got a monolithic suppressor on? There you go, right there.
Not mine.
I was about to say.
Not my weapon.
He's just gonna hug the cliff, most likely. Very good. Cheeky little finish, that.
2 kills, 2.2k damage. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to pick up some randos weapons, and there was 3 snipers, and not a single one of them had a suppressor on it.
Very good, very nice. We'll say that. I think that deserves a like on the stream. You're ungrateful, but...
Gonna have to agree.
Alex, thank you very much for the 1 gifted. Much appreciated, dude. Right. I will load us into another game once the disgusting console fills. Load in. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Bloody hell. There we go. Oh dear. Alex, thank you for the 2nd gifted. Much appreciated, dude. Make sure you say thank you if you receive a gifted. Right, I'm going to load this in. I'm going to go tinkle. Be right back.
Use this time to train a bit. Deploying soon.
Bloody hell. And I'm back like I never left. So we've got another little while to go, folks. I'm probably going to go live till about 1 o'clock. Because I've got to go pick up the dog. And bring him home, which I'm sure he's very eager to do. So I may as well go and do it before the rush hour traffic. I'd rather not leave him sitting around all day. So we're going to finish up at round 1. So we've got a couple more games in us. And take it from there, folks. Lovely to have so many of you here today. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the likes on the stream. Thank you for all the subs.
Mark a drop point for your team. You'll need them in. As long as you remain alive.
Oh, sweet Christ. I'm getting that scav. Okay, I'm not getting that scav. Whoops. Goodbye.
All enemies. Attack. The enemy team is hunting you. Don't let them run away.
God.
I'm here for you.
Enemy dropping.
Vai qua, si minchia che tra.
Where the fuck? No audio was had that day.
Who needs audio?
Yeah, you are more accurate, Bastion, when you hold your breath.
I guess I'll just stay safe for a moment.
Yeah. I don't understand how there was no footsteps there, but it's COD. Thanks, Call of
Just
Duty.
give me an SMG.
Your allies is back in the game. One of your allies is back in the game. Perfect. You've got gas moving in.
We need to combine cash. Need you to get over here. We need your cash.
Coming,
Push
coming.
across whilst they're fighting.
Okay, my money's down here.
I'm not going to stick around, what with the loadout coming in.
Yeah.
Enemy UAV active.
But you know what else is fun as well? Slaughtering noobs.
You can breathe. Trust the enemy trackers.
Love when the munitions box decides to take. Alright, they definitely know we're here, so.
Found one. There's at least 3.
Yeah.
Flashbang going out.
Stunned.
Last guy on me.
That was newbie. Oh no. Let me get to a bush then self-revive. Help me, boys!
Where did this squad come from? This game honestly has the worst audio of any shooter I've ever played in my life. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
I have played.
I didn't hear them.
I have played literally. I've played so many first-person shooters. Without a shadow of a doubt, this game has the worst audio.
Yeah, no doubt, no
There's
doubt.
no doubt in my mind.
I'm trying to think of games that come close in terms of terrible audio.
Doom Eternal has better footstep audio than Warzone, and that's a freaking single-player game.
I think Need for Speed have better footstep audio.
Literally any other game, honestly, any other game. It's embarrassing how poor that was. 'Cause there was none. There was literally none.
You know what else I like? That they add just for the bands. They're like, here, pick up these big shiny things on the floor. Now, every time you walk over a dead body, it's going to make a very loud noise.
Yeah, all you can hear is.
Yeah. I learned that in the first game, I will never pick up one of those things again.
It's just so poor.
Sorry, Mender.
Need to literally try one different. Audio in this game is easily the worst. I play a lot of shooters. Okay, hold on. We've ended up. I play a lot of shooters. And I mean a lot of shooters. And COD, without a shadow of a doubt, has the worst audio I've ever seen. Like, it's not even close. Like, it's easily the worst. Like, I wish I could say that there was a margin or, like, it was a little bit close. Not even close. Like, I genuinely cannot think of another game that has this kind of.
Use this time to train a bit. Deploying soon. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Hey, Chris is back. You want me?
Getting this weird like skip. I think I need to clean the contact pads on this controller again. So I'm getting this weird like skipping issue almost. That's a bad thumbstick, but
Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
almost like there's
Enemy
a
dropping into the AO.
bit of dust or something on it. I have to give it all. I need to clean, to be honest with you. They're in a very dusty drawer, so I do need to clean all of them. They've all needed to clean for a while now.
Where are those landing?
Let's go like here.
Agreed.
Hunt the enemies before they hunt you. Supply box marked. Secure the goods. Contract updated. New objective identified. Contract updated. New objective identified.
Yeah, I need to give all of my controllers and all of my analog replacements a really thorough clean before Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, that's much better. And that was literally with a light dusting. See, modularity is a great thing, but you do have to keep it clean because if you get anything on the contact pads, you'll find yourself in a situation that's a little bit more challenging.
Enemy UAV active.
We haven't had a lot of luck with cash, really.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Although if you guys combine, you might be able to get it.
We've spotted an enemy. Enemy dropping.
Alright, southwest fire station is chalked.
I would go literally anywhere else at this point.
Reinforcements are on the way. Armor here.
We're talking about somebody who's currently primarying
Team has deployed
a rocket launcher.
Nice. Alright, we've got two squads fighting up here, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get in the mix.
Well, we have enough cash, we just need to get to a buy.
Oh, getting in the mix is not a good idea.
Normally isn't.
One of your allies is back in the game.
I've got a full squad in this building here.
I need plates, I need AR ammo, I need literally everything and anything at this point.
On the way.
Why there?
Buy station costs are adjusted.
Alright, there's 3 loadouts total, including us.
I'm gonna try and get to the buy down here.
Buy station.
Enemy UAV active. Enemy UAV active. Friendly rockets drop on the way. Reinforcements are on the way.
Ah.
Alright, go for this one.
I killed one more dead. There's 2 left in another squad.
Fighters are back to normal.
FYI, you're gonna have 2 squads coming from our other loadout.
That's alright. We got guys sort of to the west hand side of our current loadie, but they're not close loaded.
Jammer is online. Armor's here. Good to have another hero on that field upgrade.
Oh no, dude! Who was next to me? Oh, I bounced off of him.
Oh my god, that sniper's dirty. He's pinged.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to.
I'm semi-safe if someone can take him out. Oh, okay.
Eye on your tail. Phoenix 3, strike inbound.
I tried to run and there was somebody standing next to me. I just bounced off of them.
Ooh, this guy's mean, man. He was jump shot, like literally hopping and shooting.
What the fuck? How could he even see?
Hostile. Squad member is
I've had enough of this squad. Why? Dude, there is a random team. There's guys under you. Close.
Oh my god. Yeah, this guy has been destroying me all game.
Why are those guys there?
Oh, great kill.
Game? Of course. And of course, because we're playing in Caldera where everything's made of paper mache. An
There's
airstrike
people
through a
camping our
building.
loadies from the staircase, by the way. On the big game bounty, there's enemies below on the staircase.
This is his best bet. Just camp here, camp the ladder. Literally make a damn near perfect play on those guys, and it doesn't matter because young Timothy's random. Random airstrike goes through a building and
Never
tries to take me
lose.
out.
I think we've got enough, just enough to get the loadout quickly. Oh, I couldn't get him. He's weak.
I can go for the rises, I think.
Oh my god, there's one guy right here. Oh, beautiful. You clutch, daddy. What is he firing with?
I really hope that they fix airstrikes in the next game because I'm so tired of just being randomly pelted through
Yep.
buildings. There's no way that airstrike should have downed me in there.
for it.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Let's make this quick. Enemy
There's a
sighted.
mini box here.
Okay, we need to save this building to our left, really.
Enemy gas is inbound. Right to new safe zone.
Keep an eye on that roof, because allegedly there's people there.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
That guy, the guy who just landed back in, is a demon over there.
And that guy hasn't missed a shot.
He threw a stun.
Spotted an enemy
Wow.
window jabber in your
I hit him.
area.
He's tempered.
Over there.
I just knew there'd be a guy here. I knew it.
This guy, excuse me?
Also,
It's
why
saucy.
why did all of his shots do damage through the post, but mine did barely any? Another Warzone. I bet you the texture's coded so that only one side blocks bullets.
Time to cover your tracks.
They're all coming out of the gas now. Good time to start sniping.
It sounds like there's people coming up behind you on the roof. I think there are. I think there are people coming up behind you on the roof from the ladder patch.
Okay, cool. Yep. Good spot.
Closing in. Rotating the safe zone. Left. Keep the pressure on.
Look, I'll stay if you bait him up the stairs.
Come upstairs with me. Come upstairs with me. I got a strap.
Sure.
Yeah, come chill with me here. Stay in this room. Go prone. Go prone. Go prone. Don't peek windows. Don't peek windows.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch
You've
the
got
Got PDS, by the way,
Yeah, if you
so
got-
we can hold. Yeah.
Have you got a gassy?
No.
Okay. We're still gonna do this anyway.
Yeah,
we're gonna
agreed.
see how the zone collapses. If it doesn't pull too aggressively, we'll PDS double gas mask.
contract time
Yeah, we
expired.
can run back to that bio and PDS it, and then I can buy a gas
We
mask
gotta see
there.
what the zone pull is like here. We'll PDS it, and I've got. There we go. It's perfect. All right, they're all gonna play front. Play front. They're all gonna have to push across from the other building. Right inside buildings as well. I love how they can see me clear as day, but I can't see them at all.
Hey, come on, what is that? I'm down. Oh, he's coming up behind you. Says. One more. Oh, go for it. Use my PDS if you need. Nice.
Enemy advanced UAV up.
What the? Oh, for fucking exterior staircase, dude.
Yeah,
Oh man.
unlucky man. Unlucky.
Okay. That's all I got time for, because I gotta go pick up the dog. So I'll catch you in a bit.
I've got to skedaddle myself in a bit. GG.
Oh man. All right, guys. Slightly shorter stream today. We will be doing a longer one tomorrow, and of course, we've got lots coming for Modern Warfare 2. Finally. Yeah, so a slightly shorter stream today because I've got to go pick up Appa from the vet. But we've got lots of longer streams coming tomorrow and the day after. We'll probably be one of the few people on. Pretty much everybody else is going to be at COD next. So we'll be streaming tomorrow on the 14th. We'll stream in the morning on the 15th. It'll be COD next in the evening. And then, yeah, see how it goes. But thank you guys very much for joining us today. It's been wonderful to have you. We are probably going to go and raid someone who is on. Let me see if anybody's online. We're going to go raid Geeky because he's kicking about. I think he's actually trying to solve an Easter egg right now, so that should be some good viewing. We're going to go and raid Geeky. We'll be back again tomorrow, 9 AM. We're going to keep it going throughout the week. And then the Modern Warfare 2 beta is going live 6 PM on Friday. We'll be from 6 PM till late. Thank you for joining me, folks. We're going to go raid Geeky now. Let's go.